What's up, guys? It's Chris with yankurcrank. If you don't know who I am, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. That way you'll be able to check out all my content and get to know me, guys. With that being said, though, today is a really cool day because we have a review video. Recently, I was sent some swim baits by a company called Plusinno. It's Plusinno. Now, they sent me these swim baits, and I gotta say, I took them out. I've waited a while on this review, and the reason being, I wanted to go out and give them a fair chance. I wanted to fish with them multiple times, just to make sure that I could give kind of a qualified review for you guys. So that's what I did. So with that, let's check out these swim baits.
This is the 4 different baits. They're printed up in 4 different patterns. They're laser printed on there, and they look like the perch in our area, and that's the reason I really liked them. The next key feature is multi-jointed bait that is put together with textile fabrics and gives it superb action in the water. Here we have the 3D laser printed eye as well, and that makes it realistic to prey, as well as the galvanized balls, which give it its even weight distribution and helps with the action in the water. Also evenly sinks it to the bottom, as well as we have our mustad hooks right here, which I love mustad hooks, quality hooks on these baits.
So as you can see, those baits are pretty nice. You get a pack of 4 different colors. They're reasonably priced. I mean, for what swim baits are, they're actually, you get quite a bit more than you would if you just went to the store and bought them. And they're solid quality, guys. And I'll show you that here in a bit. But recently, I took them to a lake. And guys, you can't do a comprehensive review unless you take them out and test them. And I didn't just want to go to like a farm pond or someplace close that I knew I could catch a ton of fish. That's not what I wanted to do with them. I wanted to give them a full, true review and see how they actually worked. And so that's what I did. I took them to some lakes that I was not myself very familiar with. I've only been there like 1 or 2 times. I do know that there's some good bass in those lakes. However, you guys will just check out these videos. You'll see what happened.
Yeah, no, and we're fixing to go into rocks. You got that paddle to keep us off of. Ah, come on. Stop that. Guys, that's looking gnarly. Yeah, it's a spot. Yeah. Oh, here, let me.
Guys, I got a good sized fish on. I have no idea what it is. Oh, come on. Catfish. Look there. Look at that big old filthy slime puppy. Yeah, I want to use the bait. I'm definitely not picking him up.
You need the net?
Yeah. The new net they sent me. We're going to go ahead and use it. Get this guy out of this net. Oh, come here. Stop rolling. Ha! There we go. There we go.
It's a catfish, Bubba.
Hold on, buddy. I'll get him. I gotta get him. There you go, guys. There's a good slime puppy.
Whoa!
They absolutely do catch fish. Now here's the thing. You saw me catch 2 fish. I know I didn't hit the mother load. I absolutely didn't. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons on these baits here in just a second. But I want to go over something with you first. I wanted to do a full-on comprehensive review for you guys. I didn't want it to be staged. I didn't want it to be fake. I didn't want it to take it to my best pond or my best lake or whatever and put it in the spot that I knew they would catch the most fish. Because that's not realistic. I can go out and do that and catch multiple fish on it, and then you guys would be like, oh, those baits are great. What I wanted to do was give you a real life review on them. I wanted to take them out to lakes that I'm not comfortable with, that I'm not necessarily familiar with. I want to fish them in those lakes. If they catch fish in those lakes, with me not knowing what I'm doing at those lakes, then absolutely 100% they're a decent bait. That's what matters. They were able to pull out, I was able to pull out 2 fish off of them, and I had a 3rd one on that I missed, and I missed another nice fish at one of the other lakes. Now, to go over the pros of the bait. The one thing that I really like about this bait is, of course, the multi-jointed. I like multi-jointed baits. They have a really nice swimming action to them. I also like that they put mustad hooks on these. Mustad hooks are phenomenal. I like mustad hooks anyways. The other thing I like is the printed designs on the baits. They have this one, and they sent me 4 guys. I lost one in a brush pile, unfortunately, so I can show you the rest, but they come just like this right here. As you can see, there was like a white carp one and another bluegill type pattern. And the other one looked like this, but actually had a blue tail on it. All in all though, they're nice hard plastic. They're not soft. They're nice hard plastic. They have a good feel to them. The weight is evenly distributed as far as like holding them. Like you can feel that it's got a good weight to it. I shouldn't say evenly distributed, and I'll tell you why here in a second. You can feel it's got a nice action to it. Plus the clicking sound as it goes back and forth. I think all in all, it gives a good presentation in the water. Now here's the con, and it's not necessarily a con, to be honest with you. I think it's a personal preference, my personal preference for the way that I fish things. What happens? Let me explain it to you. So I took these baits out. When I was swimming them at slow speeds, they swam perfectly upright. As I would swim them a little faster, they would turn on their side. They would actually turn on their side a little bit and go kind of at a 45. Now, if you're fishing a dying shad type bait and you're yo-yoing it or you're jigging it or jerking it like a jerk bait, something of that nature, I think these things would absolutely kill. However, if you're just wanting to swim them over the tops of brush piles, I really wish they would go a little bit faster before they flipped. I think the presentation is off enough that the fish recognize it. Now, does that mean they still won't bite it? No, absolutely not, because as you saw in the video, I had fish biting it at fast presentation. So, and it could be something that I need to work on, like something needs adjusted. I'm gonna mess around with these more in the future. I think it's definitely worth keep fishing them, keep trying them, and see what the different corks they have. And I'll give you a more up-to-date review later on in the future. But for right now, 100% guys, I am sold on them. They catch fish. They're good baits. And for the money, you can't beat it. If you go to Amazon, and I'll leave the link in the description down below, but Plusinno, Plusinno baits. Go check them out. They come in a 4-pack. Typically, for the money in a 4-pack, you could only get 2 of like cheap Academy brand swim baits. And for the money, I think they catch fish and they're decent bait. So with that, that's it for today's review. I hope that you guys will go check them out and get you some of these and tell me what you think. Because for me, I like them. Like I said, there are some things that I would change, but that's just my personal way of fishing. That has nothing to do with the bait itself, and it has nothing to do with the action, like in like whether they will or won't catch fish, because they absolutely will 100%. So, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, that's what matters, is them catching fish. With that being said though, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification. That way you'll be notified anytime I post content just like this right here, or my bait painting, or any of my other content, my fishing, my comedy, whatever. Guys, that way you'll be notified. You'll be the first one notified, and you can come check those videos out. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you hit that big thumbs up for me. Let me know that you like these videos and that I'm on the right track with you. And I cannot say it. I say this every video, and guys, I truly mean it. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. I can't believe that you follow the way that you do, and that there's so many of you following the channel still. It just amazes me still to this day. Like, it's crazy. It's just awesome. It's awesome. There's no other word for it. So thank you guys again so much. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for coming by, watching the content, and just hanging in there with me. So with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. So until the next adventure.